What's up, my dudes? Got us some updates and patches to Supercross 3, so I'm going to be going over patch note 4 and 5 in this video. 5 has got, like, basically nothing, just a couple little bitty things here. So 5, like, just came out, like, a day or two ago, right? We have fixed the annoying reset of the online setting between races. Now you can just focus on just racing, so that's good. Settings between races won't change, like won't reset back to default. And then add-on support, minor changes on weather, minor fixes to customization items, minor UI fixes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's the little one that just came out, but I want to go over this bigger one, patch note number 4. I don't know when this came out. It probably came out like, I don't know, probably like a week ago. I kind of missed it a little bit. I had played Supercross 3 and kind of noticed some of these things, and I thought in my head they had probably fixed some of this stuff, things like the tough block, stuff like that. So, okay, so number 1, it says add online championship mode. Your online races are going to be more exciting, and your private lobby is now possible to create a championship. Okay, remapping for the push-to-talk action. Yeah, this was a little silly. I noticed this when I was trying to get my push-to-talk to go. I couldn't get it to even work in the game at all. Push-to-talk and the rewind command now share the same button. So rewind only works in single player. Okay, so this is the Big Daddy right here. This is Big Daddy Fatty. This is what we all wanted. Improvement to tough block weight. Tough blocks weight. Everyone asked for it. It was a tough job for us. Good one, Milestone. Got him. But we did it. Yeah, you should have done it literally the day after the game came out. I'm just saying, but we'll accept it. They say if you're now riding at lower speeds, the tough blocks will be more forgiving and you won't fall from your bike. Holy Jesus Christ, hallelujah. Oh, my God. Okay. I was actually really shocked that they didn't do that literally like the day or two after the game came out because of how so almost game-breaking it really was. Improvement to out-of-track gameplay. Okay, yeah, so this is going into, you know, I'd talked about a lot of these issues when the game first came out and stuff, like some of the cut lines and how quickly you could respawn and all that kind of stuff, like way too quick. They say, we revised the out-of-bounds system, and now if you go out of the track, you won't be respawned, but you'll just go slower. Respawning is still active if you cut the track. Huh, so that's interesting. That's going to be a little... I would have to run a bunch of races to really see how that is, especially on the motocross track, but that's interesting. So it actually slows you down if you go out of track, but respawning is only when you cut the track. So if you go out of the track but you don't cut the track, I guess it doesn't respawn you, but there's got to be like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a little gray area there, you know? I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess that's probably better than the way it was before. So, fixed gameplay camera. If you now select a certain camera, your selection will be kept in between races, and you won't need to change it back at the beginning of every new race. Holy shit, Milestone. This is all like standard stuff you would just expect in a game, you know? Like when you change your camera to first person or whatever, and you go to a new race, it's still in the camera mode that you had it in, so you don't have to try to change it real quick when you take off, or that, well, they didn't even let you change it on the starting line. So, you know, kind of like how, I don't know, every single other game is out there. Like Reflex, that came out, 13 years ago? I remember it was like that. You can literally, like, make your own, you know how you make your own little custom, like, third-person side camera on Reflex or whatever? Literally the exact position that you make that, you can turn the game plumb off, come back on it a year later, and you're still going to have that camera mode that you had. That exact position that you customized, you know? Or if you have it in first person, no matter how many races you go to or what you do, it's still going to be in first person on the start line. That's so annoying to think of. If you're like a real first person rider, you know, you want your camera to be in first person on the start line. Well, this Supercross 3, you couldn't do that at all when the game was first out. You had to literally be in like that standard camera, that third person, like close third person camera, and then when you took off, then you had to try to change the camera as you're taking off, and it's like, it just screws up the whole start. You know how important the starting is in Supercross and all that? It was jacking that up big time, so I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed player statistics. Okay, other improvements, minor UI fixes, minor bike graphic fixes, minor online fixes. Okay, so it looks like they've fixed a lot of the, you know, kind of detrimental things that I'd been talking about for a while, so good on you, Milestone. I was happy about the animation fixes that you did really early on, but it would have been cool to have seen the tough block fix a lot sooner than you did. And just like the gameplay camera thing is just so annoying. It's just like, really? You really couldn't have had that where it just stayed from every race from the beginning? This is a AAA game we're talking about here, guys. Not only a AAA game, but like the, what is it, like 7th, 8th game in a series of one franchise? Like, you know, MXGP 1, 2, 3, Supercross 1, MXGP Pro, Supercross 2, MXGP 2019, and we're still, like, we're still having to fix the damn camera to where it'll actually keep the camera from race to race. That's a little absurd that that's even a thing, but okay. So either way, and yeah, as far as, you know, no matter what kind of motocross or racing game you have out there, you put enough people into it, they're going to find cut lines, they're going to find little glitches and bugs, so that's kind of just to be expected. So it's nice to see that's one of those things you got to get on really quick. It's kind of like when you find a bug on a Call of Duty map or something, right? And people can just shoot everybody without even being seen. Kind of the same difference in that, you know, that big cut line on the outdoor motocross track on this game where you can just cut through the side of both of those like metal jumps, right? You could go to the right. Everybody and their grandmother, sister's brother was doing it. And you're literally saving like probably 5 seconds by doing that a lap, right? But either way, it looks like they've fixed, you know, it doesn't really seem like they necessarily say they fixed the cut line specifically, but it looks like you won't be able to cut as much as you could have, right? Because it's going to just respawn you. So either way, just want to come here and kind of talk over both these things. That's patch note 4 and 5. And then this official racing pack came out in between that's got the... you know, 4 helmets, 4 boots, 4 suits, and the glowing neck brace and all that. That was kind of the DLC we were all expecting at that point. But either way, just want to go over this real quick. Happy to see these changes. It's only going to help the game for the newcomers and the people wanting to come back and play it that haven't played it in a week or so. Just not having to worry about the dumbass tough blocks and all that. That's going to be really nice. And not having the cut lines and all that. So either way, good on you, Milestone. A little late on some of these things, but you were good timing with a lot of other things as well. So all in all, not a terrible launch for Supercross 3. Not like just blow them out of the water crazy. Everything was just perfect, but it wasn't terrible either. You know, I've definitely seen worse. The online worked pretty good. Connection was pretty good. You know, I did a lot of online races the first 2 weeks after this game came out. So it'll be fun to go back and revisit that and have some more fun with that. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.